Alright, time to make the long haul to Jita. Turn this trash into treasure. Son of a... Welcome to another Joe's Orientation video. This is the first in a series of videos where I go over what I call the Joe's Industrial Complex. In these videos, I will be covering how we work as a community to harvest, refine, manufacture, haul, and sell efficiently and profitably. Today I'm going to be going over what is arguably the linchpin of our operation, and that's the Joe's Buyback program. What is the Buyback program and why should I use it? The Buyback program is a way for you to sell your ore, loot, or other goods you do from doing various content in the game. Our buyback is 90% of Jita's buy price for the item. When you use the program, all you need to do is contract it to the corporation, sit back, and get paid. We'll take care of the rest. This is a great alternative if you don't have access to the in-game skills to haul large amounts of items or the ability to sell on the markets profitably. Or if you just don't feel like doing that part of the game. You know, time is money, and no one wants to spend their time in EVE doing things they don't want to do. So, how do we use the buyback program? Well, it's pretty simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and first go to our Discord. And it's just like, and here we have the Discord, and I'm in the rules for the corp. So when you first joined our corporation, you went and you got in here. The very first thing you're going to see is welcome to the rules of the corp, where this is where you click become a Joe, so you got access to the Discord. If you continue going down here, you see road to pilot status. So basically after about 30 to 60 days when you're in our corporation, once we get to know you a little bit better, you become a pilot and have a little bit more things open to you. The buyback program, for the record, is open to everybody. It's just like, but with that down here in step 2, one of the things that you need to do is you need to go to joesaloon.com. So aa.joesaloon.com. And you go ahead and just click on that. And when you get there, you're going to get something like this. You're going to have to go ahead and sign up with your EVE. It's tied in with EVE. So we're just going to go ahead and switch over to here to Penumbra. And it's going to bring you to this dashboard here. With that, you're not going to have all the things that I have here. It's just like one of the benefits of being an admin. But with that, you will have something here called the buyback program. So you go ahead and click on the buyback program, and you're going to see multiple things for the buyback. Now, honestly, most of these are just the same. Honestly, you can just use the ore buyback program or the goods one. It's just like, so with it, what we're going to do is we're going to take the stuff that we want to do. And this is like, so we're going to come over here to my character here. And this is the same poor sap that's stuck out here in the middle of nowhere and has a big thing full of junk. This is like, so what we're going to do is go ahead and take everything that we want to sell to Joe's, just like so, and just hit Control C. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over back over here. We're going to go ahead and click Use. And we're going to go ahead and just paste it in there. And this is the fun part about EVE. And so it's just like, I'm not going to go back over to the other video. We're just going to go ahead and do this again. My paste didn't, or my copy didn't copy. There we go. Now that works a little bit better. And it's just like, so with it, and then we just go down here and calculate. You can't put a donation in there, but I don't recommend doing that. You can if you really want to, if you really like how we're doing your job. But go ahead and click the calculate. And what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and give you basically what's going on here. And it's automatically going to take care of everything. It's basically showing you the contract settings that you need to do. And it's just like, so now what we're going to do is, with it, it says I will receive 59,209,000, that number there. Down here on the invoice, it kind of shows you everything that's going on and what we're selling. Basically, I'm just selling a whole bunch of rat loot. It's a price before expenses, so the actual Jita buy price is 65 million, and it's just like, and with that, your net price is going to be 59.299 million, because bottom line is, it's like, it says program taxes, but basically that's that 10%, and it's like, and that 10% is to cover, bottom line is actually a little small thing with these buyback things. The reason why corporations do this with 90% Jita is because ultimately, if you being just a regular person go and try and sell this to a buy list at Jita, you are actually going to be losing more money than you're making, or not losing more money, but basically you'll be spending more than that. Bottom line is like the default taxes when you're selling to a buy list is when you're selling to a buy list, it's going to be about 8%. If you're selling on like as a sell order, it's going to be closer to 11% without any skills in accounting or brokering or anything along those lines in that trade thing. So ultimately, that's the reason for it. You're actually still getting pretty much the same money as you would be getting if you went to go and sell it. Unless, of course, you're going to go and min-max your selling, which is a gameplay all in itself. And if you want to do that, fantastic. Talk to me. I've got a job for you. Um, but with that, so what we're going to do is getting back to what we're going to do here. And it's just like now we're going to go back to the game. And it's like now that we know how much we're going to do, we're going to go up here and we're going to go to contracts. And we're going to go ahead and create a contract. And it's just like it's going to bring up this little window right here. We're just going to click on My Corporation and then click Next. With this allows you to give, you can create right here saying about 500 contracts to the corporation without having to have any skills in the contract thing. This guy, Kurgan here, has nothing in trade or anything like that. And it's just like, so with it, just go ahead and click everything that was in your buy order. I'm selling everything out of this inventory, so I just click that. If you were selling specific things, obviously make sure you click it for what you have. And then go ahead and click Next. And it's just like, and with it, what we're going to do here is in the I will receive, you're going to type in that I will receive portion. So 59,299,329. And it's just like, we're going to set the expiration for 4 weeks. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I get these, I'm the buyer for this primarily. I will have this bought within 24 hours. It's just like, depending on if I'm on or not. If I'm on, I'll probably buy it right then and there. So again, then what we're going to do is there's a description. I'm going to show you this description over here again. This is like, so going back over here, this is like right here we have this description right here. It's AA-DAC BBP right here. What this is an itemized thing for us to be able to pull it up in our database so we can go ahead and see this portion right here of what was in your buy order. That way we can go ahead and make sure that you're being honest, to be frank. But basically making sure everything is in order. It's just like with that, let's go ahead. And so we're just going to go ahead and copy that. So I just hit Control C, undo that, come over here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and Control V here. Now, one thing actually I'm going to point out, this is something that's actually going to be changing here on our website. Is it's like right here, up here, if you notice, it says accepted locations or sell here. That is not going to be a thing anymore. Bottom line is, I don't care where you sell your stuff from. You can be in Timbuktu. I will buy it and I will haul it. We will haul it for you. That's kind of the point of this buyback program, is so you don't have to haul it. It's just like, so with it doesn't matter where you create the contract, I will go and pick it up. So with it, here's where we're at. We're just going to go ahead and click Next. And it's just like in all this information and, stuff like that. Go ahead and click Finish. And that's all there is to it. You just sit back and wait to get paid. And with that, unfortunately, I'm not on my buyer, so I'm not going to go buy this right now. But that's all there is to it. Congratulations, you just did your first buyback. So now that you know how to use it, when should you use the buyback program? Well, the buyback program is designed for anything that you do not need to manufacture in the game, pretty much. So things like ore, rat loot, data, relic, site loot, abyssals. Well, I guess that's considered rat loot anyway. Just in general, anything that you don't need to put in or the general rule of thumb that I have is anything you don't need to put in a cooker should be sold using the buyback program. So it's just like, bottom line is anything that you need to manufacture, I do not want you to sell to the buyback program. We have a different program for manufacturers and people that make things, because ultimately I want to make sure that you're getting paid. Sometimes the buy price or the Joe's buyback program is based on Jita buy price. And more often than not, the G to buy price for an item that you manufacture is actually less than how much it actually costs you to make that item. And I am a huge proponent, and if you talk to me enough in the corp, you know I'm a huge advocate about the fact that if you're going to make something, I want you to make a profit. I don't want you to make things for the corporation that are unprofitable. If it's unprofitable to make, we will just buy it. And say we wouldn't buy it because it's cheaper to do so. So with it, again, like I said, just reiterate, the buyback program is specifically for things that you farm in the game. But with all that said and being done, thank you very much for watching. In the next video, I'm going to go over what we do with the items that we buy from the buyback and how that affects you and the corporation. If you're interested in knowing more about Joe's Saloon, the link to our Discord and website is in the description below. And I am Penumbra, and thank you for listening to my Eve Talk.